Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. My name is Pebble, and I'm getting my voice back. Yes, we had a pretty brutal week last week. You can hear my voice coming back. It's coming back stronger than ever. It's going to be stronger than ever. It's going to be stronger than ever. All right, I don't know what that's not an impression of anybody. I tried. Yes, we had a situation last week. We got sick. And as you can hear, the voice is still being worked on, but it's getting better. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we need to start this week streaming, building our voice back, building our chops. And let's see how the gaming skills are. Have the gaming skills been compromised by this flu or bug or whatever it is that we have? We're about to find out. Today we are going to play the game Fortnite Solos. And we will find out how we're doing mentally. How are we doing mentally? Let's figure it out. It's great to be here. My name is Pebble, like I said. And the game today that we are streaming, because I am a video game streamer, some people are watching this for the first time. You always have to be aware that there's always somebody watching for the first time. And I used to think about that, like, well, what about the people that are watching? What about the people that watch it all the time? Will they be put off by, number one, by you going, or probably not, because they know me. They know I'm just doing my best. But do people get annoyed where like, you know, that you introduce yourself every time, like, I stream, this is what I do? I don't think so. I don't think you ever get to a point where you can't explain things to people. Like, I always, you know what? I live in a place in my mind where I just figure that people don't remember me from last time. That's how I live my life. Maybe it's a humble way to live, but I always find myself explaining myself to people or introducing myself to people over and over again, and it doesn't bother me. I've met people like 10 times in a row. Like, I'm a security guard. I work as a security guard, and that's what I do, and and I'll be on the shift, and there's people I've seen at the site, on the site for, you know, many times, and they still don't know, they don't recognize me, some of them, they don't remember me, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm a security guard. I'll introduce myself 18 times over. Ladies and gentlemen, great music to start the stream. That was fantastic. It was non-copyright. The voice is getting stronger, or I wouldn't be doing this. And the truth is, too, it's like I could have waited, and this is the last I'll say about my voice, hopefully. No, look, I could have waited until my voice, I really felt like, oh, we're there. But you have to build it up, right? And I don't want to miss this. And the truth is, guys, I don't want to make everybody feel bad, but I'm fucking old. I don't have time to waste. You know what I mean? I used to think like, as a kid, I always thought like, even when I was in my 20s and 30s, and then we'll get into the game. Well, we can start getting into a game now. I'm going to play OG. I like OG. When I was in my younger days, 30s, I always thought, I'll just work and work. And it was smart, actually, because it built up my ability to, like, have long days and test your mental capacity and your physical capacity. And, like, I would work 2 or 3 jobs, like, at a time, just because. I mean, I sort of had to, but also because I wanted to just work. I wanted to make money. I wanted to have a little extra money. I didn't do anything with the extra money. I never did anything good with it. If I had extra money, I'd spend it on pot or something dumb that really didn't do anything for me in the long run. Like, even, it's too bad I don't smoke pot now, because at least now I would be stoned on the stream, which I don't think is very interesting, but at least it would be a gimmick. You know? We're not trying to be a gimmick here. Here's what we're trying to do. I will say what we have time to talk. I want to just do, like, here's what I want to do. No, I think we're doing what we want to do. I was watching somebody, they changed their webcam to an avatar, and they started, like, thousands of people started watching them. And I was like, I guess that could happen for you, but it's like, you have to think about what that is going to look like in the long run. That's what you're representing now. You're an avatar now. If you don't mind doing that, but that's what your product is going to look like. That's what your overall video is going to look like. It's going to be a picture of an apple with caramel on it. And a caramel apple is going to be like, and maybe you talk like a little baby. I'm a little baby caramel apple. I'm an avatar of a caramel apple. How you doing, guys? How you doing, girls? And I'm in a And then you have to do that for fucking... How long can you sustain that? I don't know. At least I get to just be myself here, you know? I think it's a little less tiring. The only thing I got to do is just make sure I'm healthy, which I'm trying. I don't know. I got like this little like flu bug, and I haven't been sick in a really long time. And this is gonna be an interesting stream, because I'm gonna tell you the real reason why I think that I lost my voice, and it has something to do with the files that came out recently. Of the Epstein files. No, I'm just kidding. It's not, would that be a weird thing? A weird twist? Like, so guys, as you know, the Epstein files have come out, and they've been trying to silence me. What if that was the case? Wow. How delusional would I be, huh? No, we don't talk about Epstein files here, and we don't talk about politics. But that being said, no, we just don't. I just thought that was a like, funny thing to say, but the real reason that I think I lost my voice, this is a real thing. And it's not a conspiracy. And I do think that it is why. It was because I bought some Jaeger. Because I tell people all the time, I'm not like a guy that does drugs or anything. But occasionally, if I feel celebratory, I'll drink. And I was feeling celebratory last week. And it wasn't like a big celebration. It was just like celebrating life. Really, honestly, truly, I didn't need to be celebrating at all, right? Life is a celebration. You don't need... So, anyway, I'm drinking this Jaeger. And I drink like, you know, it's putting in the shot glasses, and I'm sipping it over like an 8-hour period of time. And then I start drinking beer. And then it's 3 beers, right? Not a big deal. And then I start drinking a couple... This is over... Now it's over like a 12-hour period of time, and I'm just partying the entire night. I woke up the next day. It was... What was the other thing I drank? It was Japanese rice wine. Soju. So I drink that. And then I feel great, and I wake up the next day, and I don't feel so great, but it's okay, right? But my voice is completely gone from that, and it never really came back the entire weekend, and I'm still, to this day, fighting with it. And on top of that, I think I was a little bit sick, too. So I think it was a combination. I really do. But I also think drinking was the main thing. It was not just drinking. It was all the stuff we drank. So now it's like, I took that bottle and I fucking threw the rest of the Jaeger away. And I was so, actually, a little irritated with myself, to be honest with you. Like, what are we partying for? I'm 50 years old. We don't need to party. This is partying right now. Do you know how many people wish they had this time in their lives that they could play video games? You know, people would love... I don't think there's people out there that would condemn what I'm doing, but I know for a fact there's people that would be like... There's some people that would be like, what are you doing playing video games? You could be doing something. You could be making real money, blah, 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 blah. And then there's other people that would be like, I wish I could. I got mortgage to pay. I got whatever, you know. And I feel you. And guess what? I have that time. I'm using the time to play video games and to stream. But this is my drug, and I didn't realize, like, am really not a drinker, too. So my body just didn't react well to it. And that's what I really think. I do think it was a little bit of a flu thing, too, though. Because I still have it. Like, I did feel... Also, I felt... I'm going to say this, too. And this is going to shock you. If you're listening to this right now, maybe mute your TVs. I don't know. This is shocking. This is how you get viewers. What I'm about to say in 10 minutes will shock you. 10 minutes. They make you wait for 10 minutes. No, here's what it is. I think I might have gotten COVID again. I've had it before. I think I had it when it first came around. Originally. And then, don't really have great weapons here, but we're doing fine. I'm not really worried. I'll tell you why I think it was COVID. And why I think it is COVID, and why I might still have it. If it's COVID, it would make sense that I'm still kind of feeling it. Because it tends to drag on a little longer than a regular flu, in my experience. Because I had pains in my lower back. Was feeling like a little, like, just a little pain, you know? And, yeah, I think. The word for thought and thinking at the same time would be I think. So yeah, I don't know. But I definitely felt like something ain't right. I haven't been sick in a while. And it dragged on too long. And it's never really affected my voice like this. And all that stuff. And the pain I was feeling. Because if it was just alcohol, I don't know why I would feel like back pain and shit like that. And right before I went to work on Thursday, I work on Friday, so Thursday, I was like, just felt like crap. And I also felt like I didn't want to go to work. Like, I actually felt like mentally, I was a little like this. I just wanted to do this. Like this where you just want to stare like you're just like out of it. I was out of it. That's what I'm really trying to say. And I never do this. But I tried to call out from work. And I'm actually grateful to my boss. He was like, I can't. Like, he's the guy that, like, runs a company by himself, you know? He's like, I can't. And I only work 3 days a week. I really felt bad even, like, saying it, you know? So, but once I got to work, it was the best thing for me. And this is a message to you motherfucking kids out there. I don't think there's any kids that are watching this. Excuse me. Pardonnez-moi. Yeah, this gun's better. I love a shotgun, though. And I honestly don't really care for this gun that I have here. I'm gonna take the shotgun over this minigun. I don't like the minigun. And I think there's gonna be a lot of controversy. And I don't care. I'm gonna just say it right now. And everybody, I'm sorry. Here it is. And maybe this is the thing that ends my career. But I don't like the minigun. And I don't care. Listen, I'm sick of it. Tired of holding back. Alright. Haha, Van Pebble, you're so funny. You gotta have your sense of humor, guys. I had a good time yesterday. There was this guy that was like, I was telling him like, you know, I had to tell him to do something, you know. As a security guard, you got to tell adults to do things sometimes. And I was like, sir, like, you got to do this, please, you know. I was nice. I'm always nice. And the guy was like, are you kidding me? You're talking to me? Like, he was like making like he was above the thing. And I was like, and he did this thing where he laughed. And I found myself, I didn't really care, but the guy was such a douche that I found myself doing it back. You know that thing where you're like, ha 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 ha, like you do the mock, like the Jim Carrey laugh thing. And I gotta tell you something, it felt pretty good. Maybe not the most professional thing to do. You know what? Sometimes if somebody shows their ass, you can show your ass too. You know that expression, don't you? Show your ass. It's something that guys do a lot of times. It's a good way, it's a good slang term, actually. I remember, this is kind of fun. This is fun. This is a fun thing to share with you guys. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, my best friend, he would come back for the summer because he lived in New York, but for the summer, Philadelphia. And so his dad lived in Philly, so he would come visit his dad. His parents got divorced. He was one of the first kids I knew that had divorced parents. Kind of interesting. Not really. So anyway, so his dad, great guy, everything. And so his dad was a super funny guy. And he didn't mean this when he said this, but we were like, what, 12 or 13? And as kids, we would, you know, I don't care if this sounds gay, but like, we were not gay kids. We were heterosexual kids. But for some reason, we would grab each other's asses as a joke. Isn't this weird? It's weird, right? But that's what we did. And so it was like a funny thing. Not like we did it, like I never got a boner from it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was waiting, like I couldn't wait to grab his ass. Uh-oh. Watch this, guys. We got somebody. Sorry to do this. I'm not a camper. I swear I'm not a camper. But you see what he's doing? He's going to hear that sound. Maybe he left. He might have left, actually. Yeah. I don't really want to do this. I don't want to camp. But, like, he gave me no choice because he was just... Okay. Now he knows that I'm here. And... I will switch up. Thank you. Let's go. And I want to finish my grab-ass story. Love my grab-ass story. There's nothing like a good grab-ass story, and that's the message I want to send to everybody today. I want to hear all your grab-ass stories in the comments. Hold on. So now that that's over, thank God. All right, let's go. Oh, I like this. I kind of like the grenade launcher. All right, let's get out of here. I want to get out of here, actually. So... I know where I was. I'm just trying to play the game. Trying to focus here. So we would grab each other's asses as a joke, obviously. And so it was like just a thing. It wasn't even a thing really that would occur that often. It would just be funny. And it was usually like, I feel like I didn't do it that much. It was just this dumb. And so my friend's father, one day, he was making dinner and I was invited to have dinner. And I remember one day he just said this to us, "Hey guys, cut out the grab ass and let's have some dinner." And I swear we were both kind of like, even though he said that before, grab ass, it was still like, wait, Did he see us grab each other's asses? Like, to see... And again, it's not that funny as I tell the story. In fact, it's not funny at all. And that's what I really want to get through to people is sometimes when you tell a story... No, I'm just kidding. It is funny. It's very funny. It's so funny. And people are going to want to see that again. I might have to tell that story the entire stream now. Maybe we just do a stream where I just keep telling the same story over and over again. And then... Or maybe I just record that story. Oh, that's what I should do, and just clip it. And then I don't have to talk, and I could just do that. Show me going. Or I could just get an avatar of my face, and I don't even have to be on this thing. It's like, why are people looking for ways to just... The easiest way to get views where you don't have to do anything. You. What has he got? There's got to be other people over here too. This is scary. He has a sniper rifle there. So do I, though. I'm good on the sniping thing, I think. We need to get out of here. We're like standing right in the middle of shit. Well, is there anything here we don't need or want? I feel like we've got a pretty good base here, a good build here. I'm good with all this. I'm just gonna go. I like what I've got. I like my guns. I'm straight, as they say. Oh wait, where is he? He's up there somewhere, huh? Wow, that's a lot of gun loading. Okay. Like, what are you loading so much for? It's great to be back, guys, I gotta tell you. Oh, wait, what am I aiming at? Jesus Christ. Hold on. This is funny. I'm gonna try to fucking snipe this asshole. Alright, that was very well played. That was very well played. Imagine being in a plane and just gunning people down. That's a very good job. I begrudgingly say that because I don't want to sit and give credit to somebody else. I'll give credit where it's due, but I think we did a great job. But he did a little bit better. He or she. Ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite OG, probably my favorite. Let's talk about why Fortnite OG I feel is better than the Battle Royale. That's a good topic. I will say this about that. The map is better. The map, I feel, is better. I know they're trying to be cute with the maps. The different season maps. And I'm glad you're doing different maps. But the OG map just has better feel to it, to me. Another thing that I think is better in OG is the weapons. I think the weapons are overall better. I think you got the sniper situation worked out really good with this OG thing. I think with the Battle Royale, your sniping thing is not good. You have too many weapons that are snipers, but the medium sniper guns, which I used to think were great, are not that great. I would rather have a snipe that takes up the entire screen than a sniper that's midway through the screen and you're not really, and it's also the sniper rifle in the OG with the large scope. I noticed it shoots faster. It's very fast. Pop, 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 pop. It's that rhythm. I noticed another thing in the Battle Royale. It's not as fast. It's pop, 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 pop. It's just a little bit slower, I feel like. I think that was slower. Somebody clip that and tell me if it was slower. I guess there's a lot of streamers that have, like, people that work with them and for that. Like, imagine being a streamer. This is a little... I think it's on topic, but maybe it's going to seem like I'm off topic. But, like, is there anything on topic? We're just riffing anyway, right? But, like, some of the big streamers, like, when the ones that are, like, the Twitch or even the Kick streamers that live stream and their whole thing is predicated upon people watching and, like, donating, you know? And that's their thing, and that's cool. That's what they have to do, right? I work for a living, so I don't need to worry about that stuff. And so I get to do whatever kind of show I want to do. I don't have to, like, depend on people watching. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but it's true. But so some of the streamers, they'll have, like, people scrolling stuff. And it's like chat. That's why they call it, hey, chat, you know, that kind of thing. And it'll go, like... People will say really dumb shit, and sometimes you'll have like I guess it's called what do they call them, a dev? I still don't know I don't know what they call them, but somebody that will help. Not a dev. I don't know what it's called, but the person helps censor, basically. So they'll see that somebody is, like, saying something that they shouldn't be talking about, or something that makes maybe the streamer uncomfortable, or they keep saying the same stuff over and over, or spamming. That's the thing people do in the chat. They'll spam in the chat. And then they're like, you know, the streamer doesn't like that, so they'll have, because they don't like it, they don't have time to stop that person from doing it, so they hire somebody who sits in the chat and watches everybody and then deletes things. I've been canceled many times as a watcher of streams. Like, I've followed many streamers and I've been canceled from following because I've just been like saying douchey stuff or whatever, and somebody's there to, like, basically ban you. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's actually upset me a few times. There's a guy named Seer who's like this. I've mentioned before. He's a really good streamer, and he's what I would like. He's what I would have wanted to be, but I could never be that. He's handsome. He's a good dancer. he's like actually like an actor. Like, he's talented and all that stuff. Like, I don't have acting chops, you know. But anyway, one time I was in there and I was, like, talking and chatting, and he was chatting back. Like, and it feels good when you're in a chat room with a bunch of other people and there's a lot of people in there, and the person who's the creator is talking to you and responding to your thing. It's a drug. It's nice. This is better to be a creator, but that's nice. And then I remember it's like, I thought, like, hey, we're boys. So I said something like one of the songs he was gonna do karaoke, and I was like, yeah, don't do that. That song's gay. And he banned me, for like 3 months. That was longer than that. It was a very long ban. And I remember being disillusioned for, like, watching streamers for a while, but then I realized that's my fault. I shouldn't have said gay thing. And I'll never be able to apologize to Seer. No, I don't care. And he's still a great streamer. And I still think that guy's fantastic. Because he is. But you gotta, that's what you gotta be yourself. You can't be other people. Once you realize, like, you know what, but I'm me. He's him, I'm me. He, she, it, I, you, we, them. Is it really what it comes down to, folks? I don't know what now I'm just talking. All right, look out. Look at that guy running like the devil is what he's running like. Running with the devil. Yeah, the only thing I really can't do is like, I'm not very good at singing anyway, but like sometimes I like to sing or something. I can't really do that right now. People are like, thank God. People are like, thank God he's sick. Oh my God. What if that was the thing that got me like more views? Like, this guy views blew up. Why? Because he doesn't sing anymore. People are so sick of it. It's the one thing he didn't realize. If he just stopped singing, would have been the biggest streamer. Here, see? My thing has never been to be... I never thought I was going to be popular. Guess what? I'm not. In any lane of life, I'm not popular. But what I am is I'm good at what I do. No, really. Just be really super good. I remember there was a comedian one time that said, I'm a genius of me. And it was interesting that he said that. Because that comic that said that, it was me. No, I'm kidding. I'm not a comic. I don't remember who said it, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I like when people have that maniacal, that's the word. Good word. Laughter. And you're just like, okay. I like the first time. Oh, shit. Never mind what I like. Let's get out of here. Never mind what I like. Move on. Wait. Nobody gonna break my stride. Alright, let's go. I can't sing, I told you. That is where my voice starts to feel a little like, careful. It's alright. It's okay, guys. Glad to be here. So happy to be streaming today. Loving it. We love to do it. Having a great time. 33 players left. We're going for headshots, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're not really, though. I think it just happened to be a headshot, to be honest. So we already have that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the sniper rifles are so good, man. Not that I use a sniper rifle, not to be confusing. Scoped assault rifle. An uncommon. Is this different than the regular scope rifle? Alright, we gotta go this way. I'm still learning this game, actually. Oh, I see people. Oh, I see somebody. Hold on. One of my favorite things is this, like, this area here is great. I love this. Yeah. I love the trees. It's just this whole feeling like I'm in a gunfight. It's nice. It's fun. I'll be honest with you. I didn't really care about, like, this idea of... It seems to be as old as time. The idea of little boys loving war. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily war. It's just the action, the activity that we love, I think. And I don't really, until I got older, did I not really enjoy it. Like now, I really love this kind of stuff. Even like wearing a bulletproof vest, it's like I like it. You know, when I was a kid, I never fantasized about being a cop or anything. Not that I fantasized about being a cop, but I'm just saying. Fuck! How did I miss all those? How did I miss all of that shit? God damn it, man. You son of a bitch. You have anything that I don't really have? Yeah, he does. He's got that. No, that. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're having fun here. This is fun, guys. It's official. It's fun. See, you wouldn't have known if it was fun if I wouldn't have told you. People are like, I don't think so. I think we're good on the... Hey, Pebble? Hey, how's it going? Who is this? I'm trying to play a game. Hi, this is one of your fans. Holy shit! How'd you get through here? No problem. I just wanted to tell you something. Yeah, you don't have to tell us every time you're having a good time. We know you're having fun. Okay, I thought maybe you would... Don't try to play the coy act, buddy. You know that you're doing... Alright, you're right. I was forcing it on you to make sure that you knew that I was having fun. You don't have to do that, Van Pebble. Everybody knows. Everybody loves you. Van Pebble, do you know that people love you? Van Pebble, look at me. Van Pebble? Not you guys. Don't do this to me on air, guys. Van Pebble, we love you. Stop it, man. Don't, you guys. I'm trying to play a game. Don't distract me. Van Pebble, listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. We love you, boy. Why are you calling me boy? Stop calling me boy. Boy? Don't call me boy. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. Okay, here we go. Careful with the voice now. It's not... Also, we don't want to push it too hard on the voice. Nobody gonna break my stride. Yeah, no singing. No singing. Only until our voice gets stronger. Hey, Van Pebble, this is your fan again. Hey, what's going on? We like it when you sing, by the way. I know, guys, but my voice is not that great, so try to... Oh, okay. Well, keep doing what you do. We love you, Van Pebble. We just love you, and you just keep doing it. Okay, thank you. Please stop interrupting my stream. Jesus Christ. Listen, guys, I'm glad you guys like me, and I'm glad, you know, there's a time and a place, and interrupting the stream, it's just not on, man. It's just not on, man. I remember when I found out, like, recently that America was almost English, that we were almost, like, British, basically. It felt good, because I was like, good, I can say things like, that's not on, man. And not feel weird about it. I don't know why I always felt weird about saying, like, I do sometimes plug into sayings like that no one really says. Like, that's not on, man. And stuff like that. And that sort of feels like something like maybe I'm mocking British or something. And then I realized, like, no, not really. Like, you're just English. You're a guy that speaks English. So technically, you're kind of English. I am 2% English. I talk like this when I'm defensive. And that's how it goes. Here we go. There's only 4 people left in this. Guys, there's 3 people left. And this is what it's all about. Oh. Hello? Fuck! No! Ah! Oh, easy. Watch your voice, Van Pebble. Your levels. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to drink something Not alcohol. You stop it there. No, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to drink. This is not product placement, by the way. I don't want people to think that. But I like a little caffeine, and lately I've learned that I don't necessarily want to do the rock. Let's put this up. You don't need people to see what I'm eating on a regular basis, do I? Ladies and gentlemen, let's do a little Ito N, which is a product from Japan. It is not a sponsor, and I don't want you to think that I'm trying to place these guys in there. I like to just let people know what I'm doing. Oh, there's nothing like good tea. And green tea has been a much better caffeine source for me. And ladies and gentlemen, we are cooking, as they say. So we will continue to cook. No, the English language is interesting because I remember recently, actually, when the term cooking sort of became a thing. And I remember doing it before I even really heard people doing it, but I was probably doing it around the same time, so it makes you think. Are we all a collective mind and we all sort of work in a collective rhythm? Or am I just the guy that took it from someone that I heard it from? I mean, we've actually had this question before, which is, are any thoughts that I have or anything that I'm saying original at all? Is anything I'm saying original, or is it all just stuff I've heard? Am I just really, because you know, when you're a kid, you imitate, and that's how you kind of learn until you figure out how to sort of learn, I guess. But do you ever stop imitating? That's a good question, actually. Why don't we ask Copilot? Copilot is a great... I happen to know a Copilot that's a good old buddy of mine. Let's talk to Copilot. So, call me Van Pebble.
Right, you know, I love a good nickname. It gives things a whole new vibe. So tell me, Van Pebble, what's on your mind today?
So, you're on stream. Thank you very much for being here. We have a question for you, and here's the question. We'll say it quickly. When you're growing up, you imitate things, right? That's how you learn. Do you ever get beyond that as a human being? Not you, not AI, but humans. When we learn, do we start learning differently, or do we ultimately always just imitate things our whole life?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. Yeah, you know, we do start off as little copycats, right? We mimic the people around us just to figure out the world. But as we grow older, we definitely start layering on our own twists and our own creativity. So yeah, humans absolutely get beyond pure imitation and bring their own flavor to things.
That's excellent. Thank you. Great talking to you. Got to get back to the game. Sorry. Oh my gosh. So that's what okay, that's good actually. And I think and I also take it even further. I think you become a better learner as a human being. As you get older, you learn to because what happens is, like, I notice it as a security guard, is that people will watch me, especially like the guys that are like the panhandlers and stuff, and they're trying to basically look for chinks in my armor, see like when I take breaks and when I do this and when I do that. And not too many people, that's why I don't like panhandlers that much, because that's kind of what they're doing, is they're studying what you're doing. Some of them are actually there to get money, but a lot of them are there to panhandle so that they can watch what I'm doing and then see what my habits are, and then maybe rob the place or something, you know, which is, you might sound like, that sounds extreme. It's not. That's exactly what happens. And that's another thing too, is that I get older. As we get older, we realize, and this is a great time that we live in, and people are going, great time we live in. Yeah, because people are seeing that it can happen to you. Anything can happen to anyone. And that when I was a kid, you know, when war would happen, you always just assumed it was somewhere else. you always just assume that there was a war in Pakistan. There's always a war in Pakistan. Not really, but like, if there's a war, it's got to be in the Middle East somewhere, right? It's probably about oil or something. And then at some point, you like, now in 2026, there's people fighting in our backyards, you know, with ICE or whatever. We're not political, but I'm just putting the facts out there. Like, there's all kinds of stuff that you never thought would happen. And it's kind of good. The only good thing that comes from it is like these kids today will grow up with more reality instead of what I grew up with, which is honestly like, it's amazing I grew up to be anything at all, because we just idolized everything when I was a kid. Everything was like, we just idolized everything. We loved I was a fan of everything. And why make music? Like, music is perfect. Like in the 80s, MTV, it's like, I'll never be an artist. That's an artist. I'm just a poser. You know what I mean? You grow up thinking like that. And I think today's kids will have more of a feeling of like, they really are real and that they can make a difference. And that's the message I want to send. Clip that, send it, people. But it's true. You feel like, well, if I could like get shot by just walking down the street, well, that affects me. And like, I could be like, I might as well do some art. Like I have something to express. Like I didn't feel like we had much to express. We were told that we were like lucky, and we had it lucky. Our parents were always just like, you're so lucky. Man, we didn't have shit when we were in the 60s and 50s and 60s and shit. And you guys in the 70s, man, you got it all. You don't, especially in the 80s, you guys got nothing to worry about. Shit. And so that's why you saw a lot of people like trying to help Africa and because it was like, we were trying to help all these distant countries, but we felt like we had it made. Like, we're so lucky here. And then some people were like, wait a minute. We got problems ourselves. Again, we're not getting political. I'm just giving you my angle on the overall. I like when people are like, damn, that shotgun is fucking good. They don't realize it until they're up against it. Great shotgun. I love the shotgun. God damn, I love the shotty. God damn, I love the shotty. I'm a rapper now. You. That's what I should have done in the first place. Fuck. What do we got going on up here? Yes, it feels really good to be back. And really, like, the truth is, so I was streaming last week, and it wasn't just my voice that was gone, man. My brain was a little bit fucked, too. I just felt, like, out of it. That's why I think I was actually sick. But I think it was triggered by the alcohol and, like, the dumb partying thing, you know? It's like, it really did kind of weaken me and dehydrate me and all that shit, you know? That's what I wanted, because I don't really have great guns, I realized. This is what I need right here. Thank you so much. Ah, fuck! Damn it! Alright, that was pretty good, though. I mean, that if it's gonna be like that much... Oh, look, he's dancing. How stupid is that? If it's gonna be that much action and that much, like... that's a good game. If I die and it's 44th, whatever. It's very competitive. You know what? Fortnite OG. I like the competition levels that's going on here. But let's try something a little different. Let's do a little battle royale. And this will show you the difference between the battle royale, which, you know, I'm not saying you don't know, but some people maybe don't. But we're going to play ranked battle royale. One of the first things that I think you'll notice here is going to be how slow it is to get into a server. Well, let's see. Let's not. But I think it's going to take a while to get into a server. And that's the problem with playing these the battle royale. That's my biggest beef with it, really, is it just takes so long to get into a game. Because I'm streaming this shit, you know. I mean, I was playing the other day too, off stream, and same thing. I just felt like it just takes way too long to get into a game, you know. But especially if you're streaming, like if you're streaming, maybe it is good because like you can talk to. This is where I could tell stories. So, well, anyway, in 1912, my old man, my grandfather came to the country, but here it's like, it sucks, you know. I don't want to wait. Let's go back into some OG, man. Fuck that shit, bro. Yes, we're doing well. We're having fun. We're playing a little Fortnite solos. I'm kind of giving up on playing duos for a while. I was playing duos with this guy who's a great guy, but I think I'm just going to let him live his life. He's a young guy, and I think he just wants to kind of be... Well, what I've noted, actually, it has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with me. Isn't that funny when people do that? But it's true. And that's a very generous way of explaining, like, relationships with people, because it's not like I have an issue with the guy or anything. But I do have a little bit of an issue when I'm streaming with other people. I've noticed is that like I'm a little bit of a control freak. I think when I didn't realize this, but I guess I am. At least when it comes to streaming, because sometimes people move a little slower than you'd like. Not during the game. Not a game. We're talking about I play a game. I'm talking about practice now. But not during a game. But like just like in a lobby where like both players have to press start button. It's like you know, have you ever gone to the arcade with your friends and like, or have you, actually it has nothing to do with arcade really. You're just with a group of people and a group of friends. You ever notice it takes certain friends longer to do things? Like, hey guys, we're gonna go to the bathroom and then we're gonna go. All right? Yeah, sounds good, man. And then like, hey, 5 minutes later, hey, you guys went to the bathroom, right? We're gonna go. Oh, I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. Okay, we'll go to the bathroom, and then we go. I gotta call my mom first. Okay, we'll call your mom, and like it's like that. It's like, so that's kind of what I was dealing with this guy, and it was a subtle thing too. He was pretty good, but I noticed like, you know, people that aren't streamers aren't necessarily people you want to stream with, because they're not conscious of the fact that, hey, I'm streaming. I want to keep it fluid. Like, at least my style of streaming is a fluid style, which is like, we kind of don't want dead air on this stream. Like, I'm even, like, I test myself sometimes, see how long I can go without talking, because I think it's healthy to have a little... You want to have a little breathing room, but it's also like, this is a great time to talk. And also, it's a fucking medium, YouTube, where talking is part of it. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people that play these games. Just watching somebody zone in, I guess is good, but I'd also like to hear what they have to say. That's just me. That's how I roll, you know. Not everybody rolls like I roll. It's great to be back. Pebble is back. Well, I keep saying we came back because we never really left, but the truth is we did take a break because we streamed. I think it was like Tuesday was like my last stream, I think. I don't know, maybe, yeah, because I know I took Thursday off. Wednesday my voice was so fucked up. And it was just like, I don't think I could really, I don't think I could conscionably, I think the word is conscionably. But like, I don't think I can do it with good consciousness. Cautious, kiki, coco. I just didn't think I could put out a YouTube thing. Like, I could sit there and go kiki, cuckoo, caca and not make sense, but eventually I will make sense, and I know that. But if I am just going and nobody can understand what I'm saying, that's fucking dog shit. And then I thought maybe I'll just stream and I won't say anything and I won't talk, and I'm like, it's so far from brand at this point. You know what I mean? It really is. It's like far from what I do really now. Like I did it when I first started streaming. A lot of it was me just streaming and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And me just playing the game. Like there's 70,000 million people that are better at this game than me. This is bad. This is just stupid what we're doing right here. Why did we do this? Alright, well let's see how long we last here. Because this could be a nightmare here. Feels like a bad idea. But we're driving pretty fast, I think. Shit. That would have been cool if I killed that guy by doing that. Okay. How fast does this thing go? We're gonna be able to get away from this guy? Oh, this is good, okay. Alright, we need something up here. Oh, is there anything else down here? Okay, I'll Alright, at least we've got that. God bless me. God bless you. See there, I just did it without talking or anything. I'm just kidding. I wasn't doing that on purpose, but it is good. See, I can do it. See, I can do it without talking. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still alive. I say that because I wasn't sure we were going to make it through there for a minute. It's a little rough start there, but doing well. Got some weapons now. We got some great weapons, so that's not an issue. The thing is, when you are sick and when you do lose your voice, which I haven't in a long time lost my voice, and I never fully lost my voice. And the funny thing is, when I would, to me, I mean, my voice still doesn't sound like it's right there, but it's getting there. But, oh, look at that jump. Look at the jump. But when I would listen to my voice, when it was really not like, I don't know why I did this, but I recorded it at one point. And I went, like I was talking and it sounded horrible, and then I played it back and I was like, it actually doesn't sound that bad, but I can tell it's way off. but like it's not like 1,000% off when I listen to it. But then I'm like, that's why it's like really interesting. The whole voice thing is an interesting thing. It's also interesting about like what we think something sounds like as opposed to what it really sounds like. You know what I mean? Like if I'm just talking, I can't really hear what I sound like right now as I talk. I don't really know what I sound like as I talk. To me, I'm always like, my voice is always kind of in a high register, kind of like this. But when I listen to it, it's deep and masculine, like Barry White. So I don't know. You know, there is that distinction. So which one is it? Is it Eminem or is it Barry White? Eminem. This is how I rap. You better get the gun down because you got your tongue down. You got to get your... You better get a machine gun because you're going to need one. Oh, Eminem. Machine gun, need one. Oh. I don't remember when it was that I realized that, number one, I can't rap. Number two, I don't want to be a rapper. Number three, I just remember being like in my 20s and people like for some reason thought I was like a wannabe Eminem guy or something. I think I was a little bit of what they would call a wigger. I think I was, but I wasn't trying to do that. I think if you look at like, I don't want to call names out, but I sort of will here, which is like the Aiden Rosses, if you will, the Neons. These guys are like young men that kind of sound like you would call them a wigger kind of a guy. And it's like, they're clearly just kind of like, they're not trying to do that. They're just young men talking. And I guess it comes across, I'm sure when they talk, they're like, they don't think they sound like they're trying to be. But you can see it, like when Neon is interviewing people, and most people who are watching the stream know the streamers I'm talking about. And when Neon interviews like black guys and like rappers and stuff, you can see that they don't really like him. They think he's like trying to act black. And you can tell they don't, but he's not. He's being himself. But it sounds to you guys like some other people like that, but I don't think he really is trying to do that. Like he's not like going out of his way to be like, I'm a cool, but like he kind of is doing it on, he doesn't even realize it on some level that he's doing it, and it bothers some of these guys, but it shouldn't. They should just be like complimented by it. Oh, get rid of the shotgun? I don't want to get rid of the shotgun. Okay. This could get messy here. Where the fuck is it coming from? Oh, right there. Yeah, you started shit with me, asshole. And then you got in a fight with somebody else, and you weren't able to finish it. And that's what happened. There's somebody down here somewhere. Somebody somewhere. He's moving too quick. I can't get him. Here, that's why you got this. And there's somebody else down there too. I saw somebody shooting at him. We gotta be careful here. We're right in the circle, so it's not like we need to like run around or to go anywhere. We could kind of habitate here for a while. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's definitely somebody here. Alright, hold on. Also, I realized, like... Oh, shit. We need to just focus on what we're doing here. We made it to the edge. Also, I realized, like, with the whole voice thing, is that I had a deep voice for a minute because I was, like, sick. And you kind of like it, it's cool, until you realize your voice is just tired. I don't like having a tired voice. I know it's a cooler sound. Like, hey, guys. Yo, what's up? Like, but I don't like it. I think it sounds... I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But what if you... I don't like it. Yeah, but maybe if you... I don't like it. Yeah, but maybe sometimes if you... No, I don't like it. No, but you, that... No. Also, I lost some of that, like... I don't know if that's weird what I just did, but, like... I lost that when I was sick. I didn't have the pep. I didn't have, like, the fun, jokey, peppy... There was no fun, peppy Van Pebble. You must have pep in Van Pebble. There's got to be pep. When there's no pep, there's no Van Pebble. You gotta have pep. There's no Pebble without pep. There's no pep without Pebble. I told you. Good, because I need all the fucking guns I can get right now. I need it right now. I need it right now. I said I need it right now. I need it right now. Girl, you know I need it. See, there my voice started to go. See, there it goes now. Not really doing great on weapons, to be honest with you. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, we just don't have a lot. That's the problem. Oh, I'm fucked. Yeah, I can see that happening. Alright, so we came in 5th place. Not mad at that. A very good stream. We're having a very good stream. That's the important thing. Very important. And it's a Monday, man, and I'm excited. I'm very happy to be here. We have a whole week of streaming. And you know what we have a whole week of? Getting healthy. Let's get healthy. Let's get back into health. It's tough, man. And that's a big thing is when you're kind of sick and you feel like physically sick. I like when people can't even talk. Like, why did you have to take a drink there at all? Why couldn't have you just talked? Instead, you're like, you know what I like? And then people have to wait for what you're gonna say. God damn it, I hate when people do that. I'm kidding, I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, look at our fantastic monkey. Hi, monkey. 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 Monkey, 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 monkey. Ooh, yeah. Monkey, monkey. I remember that's when I became a Ricky Gervais fan. There was like a monkey like this, and it was in one of... I think it was one of the outtakes of The Office. The original Office, baby. OG. You know how I like OG Fortnite? I like OG fucking Office. I don't know what this is. Scissors, because it's paper. It's scissors because it's a paper company. That was the original fucking Ricky Gervais. There was an outtake in that. In The Office outtakes. I remember too, man. I bought the DVD. I still had a DVD player. As a matter of fact, I think I was using my Xbox 360. What a piece of shit that thing was. Not the one I bought, just in general. I did not like the Xbox 360. The Red Rings of Death was such a fucking nightmare. Am I right, folks? Am I right? Stop it! Stop doing that! Don't dance like that! Sorry. Yeah, so I was using my Xbox 360 as a DVD player, and I had Ricky Gervais's The Office. That was, oh man. And they had bloopers in the DVD. And then remember, there was a blooper in it that had my character, basically my character, which is a monkey. It had like the little like doll face, and it was sitting on top of like a coat rack. And there was, in the bloopers, Ricky Gervais is walking with one of the branch managers, and he stops and he goes, "Monkey." And everybody just starts laughing, and it's just like, for some reason that was really funny. And it's still to this day funny, ladies and gentlemen. Still to this day funny. Also, there's a part in where, in the act, not in the bloopers, but the actual The Office, which is pound for pound funnier than the American version, even though it's less episodes. But there's one scene in there in particular. What is the funniest scene in The Office? I'm trying to think. In that show. It's not the monkey thing. Who cares? It'll come to me later. You know what this is? I like when this happens, when you kind of like, you're talking and you're just like, oh, I forgot, who cares? It'll come back to you. It's a great fucking show. Oh, I remember what it was. Ricky Gervais is like a boss, and basically he's like in this meeting, and there's this other guy who comes, and they round all the employees up, and they have to do like one of these TED Talks, right? It's the worst thing you could possibly have at a job. Thank God I don't have these. And they get all the employees together, and they have like they show like a harassment video, and you all have to sit. But in this case, I always worked blue collar jobs where you just watched the video and went back to work. In an office setting, apparently, which is cool about the show because it's about the setting of an office and what you go through. All these people had to sit and have a discussion about it. And so this one guy gets up there, and he's the guy that's in charge of the meeting. And he's like, all right. And he talks to Ricky Gervais, like, so you got your people ready? Yeah. So let's do this. And Ricky Gervais is like, okay. And Ricky Gervais clearly thinks that he's like the star of the show. And so the guy that's doing the meeting decides he's going to do like, let's do an exercise. And so he goes, and Ricky Gervais is like, okay, I'll do it. And he's like, let's pick somebody else. He's like, no, let me do it. And he's like, okay. So it's Ricky Gervais is supposed to be like the customer. And this guy who's doing the meeting, he's supposed to be like the boss, or the manager of the hotel. And he's like, what can we do for you today? And it was supposed to be Ricky Gervais was upset about the service in the hotel. And the guy's whole point was he was going to shut him down every time. And he did. Every time Ricky Gervais was like, excuse me, so there's a problem. He goes, don't care. And he was like, well, I think you will care. When he goes, don't care. And Ricky Gervais finally goes, I think there's been a rape up there. And it's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. I'm about to die. I think there's been a rape up there. It's so fucking funny. Like, obviously rape isn't funny. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep running, and we're going to hope that he runs into trouble before us, because there's other people up here. And maybe he'll run into somebody that'll fucking knock him down. Yeah. Alright, here we go. We got a real gun now. Alright, cool. Let's go. I think there's been a rape up there. And he's like, I think it's been a rape. And the guy just doesn't know what to say. And that, you know, to me, that started a whole chain of staring at the camera, television. Like the actors staring at the camera. And it's very funny. sometimes. But the Americans took it and rolled with it for many shows, and I just don't think I don't know, man. It's like I didn't watch a lot of those shows. I just felt like it was, I don't know, it felt like it was stealing in some way, or I don't know. I don't know why I was so bothered by it, but I was. Oh, there's somebody up there, huh? There's gonna be someone up here. Oh, it's right there. That's funny. Watch this. Close the door. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. It's so funny. Okay, good. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Jesus, man, there's a lot of shit going on here. I need to get out of here. Someone's gonna take me out, but you know what? I need to risk it because I don't have the weapons I really want right now. I kind of like that weapon a little bit. It's cool. It like explodes buildings. I would love to kill somebody with the boombox. 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 Oh, get it? That has happened to me in real life where I'm like, wait, boom, not the boombox one, but other times where you're like, boom, boom, bop, boom. Oh, boombox. You're like, oh god. Why am I so stupid? Here, let's do a boombox. See, look, it's kind of cool. Little energy thing. All right, let's see. It's an energy thing. See, let him fire on him. And those guys can fight each other now. That's it, baby. We gotta get out of there. I actually have a better angle of attack than they do. Unless somebody's gonna get me from here. No, I'm good. Like, I've got a good angle of attack here at these guys. Look at this. Oh, I've got no ammo. Shit, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. There's got to be something in here, right? Like even if somebody already took a lot of the stuff in here, there's got to be more stuff. This is way too big of an area for there not to be shit in here. There's got to be something. Oh, what? Here, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Alright, that's not a lot of bullets, is it? Alright, let's move. Oh, we want to kind of move in, Alright. Ah! Monkey! Monkey! Oh no. Let's see, we wanna... How do we get beyond... Can we go... I want to go right somehow, like turn right, you know? This is the way we want to go. But I don't know if we're going to be allowed to go that way. Hey, we are. Cool, okay. And be careful here. Okay. 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 That's good. Eight players left. 8 players left. This is the final tournament here. I've got my golf voice on. This is great at my voice, actually. This is the best thing for my voice, actually. I remember I saw there was this guy named Sam Hyde, and he was talking about streamers that do that, and I thought he was talking about me. I got, like, scared. He was talking about, like, what are these guys gonna do? All they do is play video games. That's not interesting. I'm Sam Hyde. They're not interesting. I'm interesting. That's what all these guys do, their negative thing. It's always about how interesting. That's why I realize when I talk about ISO speed and stuff, and I really don't like that, but I'm also like, I don't like those streamers, but I also realize it sounds like I'm saying, like, but I'm a bedist. You should like me instead of that, you know, which is not really what I'm saying, but like, I could see where you would think, like, but this guy was doing that. Hold on. He's like, I'm Sam Hyde, and I hate these guys that do the street, and the thing they do like this, and they kind of talk quietly, and it's kind of cool. I like it. It's very... And he goes, but how long are they going to do that for? Huh? And then he was like, and then sometimes they'll go, hey, like basically everything that I do, he was basically making fun of. But I was like, you know what? I like it. It works for me, and I'm funnier than him. So what are you gonna do? And I'm not even really funny. Like I'm not trying to be funny. I don't have to try. See, that's the thing. It's like I don't try. It's like I just am. You know. And like these guys. Now I'm Quentin Tarantino all of a sudden. Wait. I know Quentin Tarantino. Let me see if I can call Quentin Tarantino. Hold on, let me try to call him. I just pressed a button. I'm gonna call him. Hello? Alright, Quentin! Hey buddy, what's up? How you doing, man? Greg, how are you? Good. It doesn't sound like you yet. How's life? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, it's like, it's kind of like this, okay? Like, okay, now I recognize you. How are you, man? It's been a long time. Well, okay, here's the thing, okay? Okay, all right, okay, it's like this, okay? All right, okay, like, you're not Sam Hyde, okay? Sam Hyde, he's fucking funny, okay? You, all right, motherfucker, like, okay? N-word, okay? What, dude, N-word. It's so fucking easy what you do, Quentin. You piece of shit. Just kidding. I love you, Quentin. Think you're great. Okay, but you're not Sam Hyde, okay? And here's the thing, okay? All right, I gotta go, man. You're not really saying anything, and also like, do a new movie, dude. All right, seriously, it's time. Fuck. Shit. I came in second? Oh, I was so close to winning that. I didn't even realize that. That's how good I am at this game. I'm kidding. Actually, we are. Why am I kidding about that? That we are good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a great time today. I think we've really come into our own in this stream. I gotta be honest with you. Last week, because your voice isn't there and because I think my brain wasn't there, I just felt like I was a little bit off last week. And I still think that was why I did Red Dead Redemption last week, and then that was it. I basically did... The funny thing is, I did like 4 streams or something, and no one's going to notice it if you're consistent. If you're consistently doing stuff, and then you kind of like fall off a little bit because you're sick or whatever, it's good to do. It works. It's fine. It's okay. Let me call Quentin Tarantino just real quick one more time. It takes the time sometimes. Hello? Quentin, what's up? It's your buddy Van Pebble. I know who it is, okay? I know who you are at this point. So just what do you want, okay? Because I have a lot to do, alright? I'm a very busy guy, okay? So, like, if you have something to say, like, hello? Are you saying anything? I don't hear you talking. You know what I mean? So goodbye. Fuck, that was... Hello? Jesus. That was not very... Oh well. That's the way... See, that's what he is. That's the way Quentin Tarantino is. You know what? He doesn't mean anything by it. I don't think he means anything by it. I just think that's how he talks to people. That guy, man, the girls that guy dated and stuff. I know it's not like, I know it sounds like a macho thing to like talk about the mountains that you've conquered sexually or whatever, but dude, Uma Thurman. Woo, what a babe. Like, I mean, dude, his wife now is incredible. His wife now is incredible. I'm going to be honest with you, I would be willing to do another Quentin impression, but that was exhausting. And I kind of want to tone it down a little bit. And Quentin would agree. He'd be like, yeah, maybe tone it down. He's like super opinionated about things too. Quentin Tarantino's opinions on things, like, wow. Is he doing it? I think he's doing it to stay... I think those are his real opinions and he's just voicing it. But he's like throwing all these great actors, like they're all great actors that he's talking about too. Paul Dano, like I may not even know who the fuck that is, but I Googled it and I was like, I looked at the guy's face and I was like, oh, that guy's a genius actor. I can already tell. You can just tell, like, you just look at people's faces sometimes and you can tell if they're like he's got it's a type. I think the problem Quentin Tarantino, by now I have researched Paul Dano a little bit and I know like some of the movies he was in. Okay, I'm lying. I know one. And I saw clips of it. And you can clearly see he's a very good actor. I think the problem is he looks like a pussy. He just has a look. I don't want to say he looks like a pussy. I look like a pussy to people, to some people. But he just looks, he has a look, and it's a look that is sort of distinctive, and that's the character he ends up playing. So if that's the character he ends up playing, and you don't like that, then you just don't like those characters. But you can't dismiss the guy as a great actor just because of that. Just because you know why, Quentin? Because you don't get it. you don't get it because you don't like it. So you decided you shut your mind off to it. You shut your mind off. You shut it off, motherfucker. That's the only way Quentin understands anything. I don't understand what you're saying. Motherfucker, I said you motherfucking shit, man. Oh, now I understand. Oh, okay. Motherfucker, what I fucking tell you, Quentin? God damn it, man. Shit. Okay, that's good. Now I get it. I'm Quentin Tarantino. Okay. He only understands it when you talk in black voice. It's the only way. Only thing he understands. Hey, that was pretty good. Watch this. Ready? Boom! Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the dreams we've had. Look at me, I'm a captain. So climb aboard. Oh shit. Oh. That is a garbage gun, dude. I do not want that gun. You could keep that fucking shit. Whatever the fuck that was. Dude. That's trash. Trash. That really is a trash gun. Man, that minigun sucks. Maybe I'll change my mind on it, but I don't think so. It's so inconsistent. That guy had the... He had the, he had me, man. He was right on me. Pause. He had to... What they say, he had to drop on me. And he just couldn't get it done. And ladies and gentlemen, it's sad. It's sad to see your enemies like that. I mean, I want to, you know, I have a heart. Look at this guy. This guy thinks he's safe too. I mean, what the hell are we doing, guys? Does like nobody know how to play this game? I'm just kidding. Now I'm being... we're doing good. Maybe we're playing well and they're not. Maybe that's the case, you know? Maybe it's not like you don't have to insult people. Yeah, Van Pebble. Yeah, maybe you don't, Van Pebble. There you go. Let me get my bearings. Let me get my bearings. Okay, I got my bearings. Get the bearings C, motherfucker. I don't know. I don't know why I felt like I had to say that. I didn't have to say that. Why do you have to bring the bearing C into everything? Every time, you know, that's the thing about Van Pebble. I'm sick of it. That's my biggest criticism right now online, is I keep bringing up the bearing. Now I can finally talk about it, because it's like, it's out, the cat's out of the bag. Is I keep talking about the bearing C, and it's really unbearable, if you ask me. That actually hurts my voice more to do that fake laugh thing. That's one of the first things I learned when I would watch streamers, is the fake like the energy is good. If people hear that fake laugh thing, it means that your energy is good. That. I try not to do it. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I started doing like some kind of, and then like I could see in their eyes I lost them. Like they were like, I don't like this energy. I stopped doing it because I could see it. On board, I'm a captain. I'm gonna try to kill this guy with a shotgun. Hey, little sister shotgun. It's a nice day to start again. It's a nice day for a shotgun. How did that guy, like, disappear? Hey, where'd he go? There was a great bit in a movie, too, about, like, black acting school. It was like this movie called Hollywood Shuffle. Hollywood Shuffle. I don't know why I couldn't say that. And, this guy was an actor, and he was struggling to, like, get parts. People were always like, be more black, be more black. It was basically a good comment about, like, at the time, what it was like for him as an actor. He wrote this great movie about, like, it's a comedy, about his experience of trying to get roles and trying to be, like, they were looking for the next Eddie Murphy, and how frustrating it was just to be a real person who just happened to be black, who was acting. And it wasn't like a serious commentary. It was a joke. I mean, it was a comedy. But there was a lot of, like, stuff in there you could, like, see, like, oh, this is good. And there was this one bit in the movie where it was like, are you having trouble being black, getting parts for black parts? Like, yeah, man. He's like, let me show you. And it was like a white guy that would show like a black guy how to do it. It was very funny. It doesn't translate as well if I'm just saying it, but trust me, it's funny. I really want to kill somebody with this shotgun, like really bad. Oh, he's not there? I thought he was there. Where the fuck is he? Am I imagining this? Is this all in my mind? I could have swore there was somebody in there. This is crazy. There's no way. How did I not? It's weird, huh? I do like the shotgun. However, I want a little submachine gun action. I gotta get out of here. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Or you could say, now here. I remember there was a book I was reading, and I do love this guy, but there was this guy who's like a spiritual guy, like, which I do love. He was a great guy. I think he was a great guy. I don't know. Could have been a creep. Hope not. But, his thing was like, you could take the word nowhere and you could put those words, you could call it nowhere. In the word nowhere, you could start thinking the definition of that is that you're not in a place. You're not there. You're not. What if you change that to now here? That's what you need to do. You need to change nowhere to now here. Somewhere Sam Hyde's like, see, it works when you do that. You can't do that. It's not sustainable to fucking say, now hear jokes. I'm Sam Hyde, goddammit, and I'm a fucking bitter guy, and I'm ugly as shit. Sam, don't put yourself down like that. No, I don't care. I'm Sam Hyde. You know, my whole thing is to put people down. There are so many of these guys, by the way, that's their thing. They get on YouTube, and their whole thing is to do video, and I'm guilty of watching them. It's like Brendan Schaub is a loser, which he probably is, but like to do a video on it, and that's your content. Your content is calling out everybody as a loser. It's really kind of talk about not looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, Kettle, you're black. I don't mean black and black. Oh my God, I'm a security guard, and yesterday there was a car and the windows were tinted black. And it's really annoying when you're a security guard. The windows are tinted. It's very difficult sometimes. You know. And, okay. To see in there. And, so eventually I had to knock on, I had to like basically, hey guys, like, and then they opened their window and there was a black woman and a couple other black people in there. And they were like, yeah, and I was like, oh, I know who you are. I've seen you before. You're good. Yeah, you're good. I'm sorry. And she kind of smiled. She was very nice and pleasant. Everybody was cool. And then I go, I'm sorry. It was because of the tint in the car. The black tint. It was like a moment of like, I don't want them to think I'm saying like it's because you're black. Oh, I'm sorry. It's because you're black. That's why I stopped you. That's why I decided to fucking keep. Yeah, that's why. That's terrible. They were cool with it. Also, it helps to be older, because when you're older, it's not that you're smarter, it's just that you're allowed to fumble more. People forgive you because they're like, they give you a little bit of a benefit that you were just stuttering your words and that you weren't really going to say, I stopped you because you're black. They figure like, let's let him talk. He might have more to say. You maybe either let him hang himself or, yeah. Submachine gun. I already have a submachine gun. I can tell we're going to get into it here with somebody. So let's get into it. Boppity bop bop beep boop. Some guns over there that look kind of good. I see a blue gun over there, something blue. This is my new out. See, I can't do that because my voice will hurt if I do that. I think there's an album called Something Blue, and it's like really good. I've been listening to jazz lately. It's very good. It was a special time period when jazz was really like doing its thing, and I want to say it was the 70s, 60s and 70s probably. Miles Davis and all that stuff, like what the fuck, man? That was different level. I wonder if you had streaming like during that time. But no, you wouldn't have, because everything was the way it was because it was the way it was, that kind of thing. Things are the way they are because they are the way they are. What is that? Seriously, what is this? What is this thing? Fuck is that shit? Get shit the fuck out of here now. How many people are left? Oh, it's just one other person. All right, we're going to try to shotgun this. We're going to get a victory here. I see them. Oh, I see them. And I don't have anything to do with it because, like... He's coming. All right, we're going to shotgun this guy. No! Oh, okay, good. I got him. You know what? I hate that I scream no when I win because I want it to be a clean, like, I want to clip it. I want it to be like, hey, we did it. Instead, it's like, no, why did we lose? And then we win. We won. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good place to end the stream. I'm going to be honest with you. We're just getting back on our feet here, health-wise. I fantasize about having like just three hours, but it's like, you know what? It's a long stream. If I really was feeling good, I would do it. I'm starting to feel better. Let's not push it. Also, pace-wise, with this stream, the way this stream has gone, that's a good way to end. Ladies and gentlemen, Pebble getting it done once again. Let's take a look at the shop. Let's take a look at the shop. Let's take a look at... Wait a minute. Let's take a look at the outfits. There's a Dune bundle. I don't have enough V-Bucks for that. I'm like wondering, like, they're supposed to automatically take money out of my account, and I'm supposed to get like V-Bucks every fucking month, and I'm not seeing it come every month. I feel like it's not working automatically every month. Why is that? All right, let's take a look at what we got here. I mean, I kind of like what I'm seeing. That's why I'm not really moving. So I've got 1,300. You've got the dummy. I mean, I'm not mad at the dummy, except I'm no dummy. I have enough women already, like avatars, so I'm kind of staying away from the women right now, avatar-wise. The sidekick thing isn't really that interesting to me. Magius is kind of cool, but I don't care. Boss Koji, I mean, that's fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. So this must be some kind of a thing. Legionnaire, all these characters. I don't know who this is. It's pretty cool. He's cool. Too expensive. All right, I think we're just gonna try to let our V-Bucks move on to the next. We've been doing great. My voice is doing good. Let's just get out of here while the getting is good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to ease our way back into the streaming week. Thank you so much for watching this stream. My name is Van Pebble. Hey, we're closing up a stream, baby. It's been a while since we've done this. Took some time off last week. Wasn't feeling so good. Just starting to feel better. Honestly, just starting to feel better. Could I have COVID? Very well I could, yes. I very well could. Does that mean anything to anyone anymore? Not really. Thankfully, we got past that. Poof. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm just glad to be here. I would like to do what we call in the business advertising or whoring yourself. And here's how we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Van Pebble. Ladies and gentlemen, Van Pebble has social media that I'd like you to take a look at. We have a Twitter page. You know, we talk about funny things. We talk about the Lakers. We talk about, this is kind of funny. I said, I want ice out of my fridge. And this was, I'm going to tell you the motivation for this. It wasn't to get people worked up about ice. It was because my refrigerator looks like that right now. And it kind of bothered me, and I thought, hey, this would be kind of funny, the ice thing. You know, people are talking about ice, and I'll just do a little joke about it. And then I'll do this, because just saying, I want ice out of my fridge is not funny. But if you show a picture of it, it shows you that you're actually living through it. And that is my social media Twitter. I think if you're looking for stuff like that, and you want originality, you're not going to find it, but you will find funny Joe. No, this is a great, I recommend it to everybody. It's not designed to hurt people or stir it up and talk about, let's talk about things that happened that hurt people, and let's talk about a guy that hung himself or whatever. Like, I don't want to talk about that stuff. And if you're kind of getting sick of that and you want some place to go that's safe, then you can go to Van Pebble on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, Van Pebble is also on YouTube. We take the videos from Twitch, we throw them up on the YouTube, and people are enjoying it. We have a little following going. We have 49 subscribers. I've said this before. I'm not a guy that's going to get popularity. I'm not a popular guy. I'm a guy that does it. I'm doing this for views, but I want to become popular based on my quality of my videos, which I'm working on getting better quality. Look, if you don't like my microphone quality, I understand, but I think we're giving you pretty good quality, And I think we're giving you good style and originality. I'm giving you what I think a good stream would be. Do I think I'm reinventing the wheel? Yes. I mean, no. Okay. Van Pebble's on YouTube. Please subscribe. You know, like the videos. Start there. Dip your toe in. If you're watching like little bits and bits, and let me just watch little pieces and bits. If you find yourself going, hey, let me watch like an hour of this. Or even if I'm like, I just want to watch like a nice 10-minute clip, then why don't you go ahead and subscribe? Because guess what? I got news for you. You're a fan. It's okay to be a fan of stuff. I'm a fan of many things. I'm a fan of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Van Pebble. We don't ask for money on the stream. But I'm going to be honest with you. I have needs that I'm able to meet those needs. I'm just able to. I have a job. I'm able to meet my needs in life. But there's something deeper. There's something further. There's a hunger. And that's why we stream. We have a desire to express ourselves, and we have a desire to somehow make money off of it. Ooh. And if that happens because of the quality, because people like us, well, then I feel like I can say, if you'd like to donate to Van Pebble, you can donate on PayPal. At Thomas Paul Vino on PayPal. And look, here's the deal. Thank you. I always say this. I don't want your money. Here's what I say. I don't need your money. I want your money, right? If I had to make a commercial in the 80s, that's what I would do. I would do that. We don't need your money. We want your money. And basically that's to say, only if you have the cash, send it at Thomas Paul Vino, no spaces, no capital letters. And ladies and gentlemen, lastly, follow us on Twitch. Please. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. I think we're going to wind down here and just kind of let the music play a little bit longer. The stream is over for all intents and purposes. Thank you very much for watching. And we're back. That was a great stream. I want to do at least one more stream today. I'd like to do 2 more streams today, but I want to see how I feel. I mean, there's such thing as pushing, and then there's a such thing as just being stupid and overdoing it. So we're going to try to, push gently. Put it that way. It's almost like, how a woman's having a baby. She's like, and they're like, just easy. She's like, no, it hurts. And they're like, just easy. Don't push hard. And then eventually they're like, and she starts screaming. I'm not at the screaming phase yet. And also, I'll never be at the screaming phase of my career in this job. Even if I was able to get my own house, and the whole house was like a football field, size-wise, and it was empty, except for a microphone and I could just yell and scream, I would still not be a streamer. I'm a room voice guy. I'm thinking of you, the viewer. I think you would rather be talked to than screamed at. That's what I think. And that's how I feel. I don't want to be screamed at. I would rather be talked to. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great stream. My name is Van Pebble, and you've been great yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Do something for yourself this week. Why don't you do that? When's the last time you got yourself a nice snack? Eh? I don't know. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Peace. Thank you. All right, we're off the air now. Jesus Christ, these idiots. Oh, wait. That's the first time I've ever done that gag. That gag where you're like, I didn't realize I was off the thing. That's always the nightmare situation that you feel like. That would be the ultimate nightmare, is not realizing that you're But you know what, though? Honestly, unless you're a total fake asshole, most people would understand that you realize that you were like, you didn't realize that you were on stream. I think it's the people that are the big phonies that get exposed, those are the ones that have a problem with forgetting to turn off their webcam, you know? Because like and also I'm suspicious of like, there was this one popular streamer, I won't say her name, but like she had a dildo on her floor under her bed, and the camera, the webcam was such that the bed was back there, and somehow the dildo was on the floor, and of course it blew her up, dude. Like that was what made her popular, because you know, once a woman sexualizes herself, it sucks because you're going to get a lot of dweebs, but you're also going to get numbers. So anyway, we will be putting a dildo in the next stream somehow. We'll figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Thank you.